Okay, so what is your name and where are you from?
Okay. My Chinese name is Huang Yu, and my English name is Hannah.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from the south of the China, Guangxi.
Okay. Okay, from Guangxi. Okay, cool. So, what do you study here at Beiyou?
Uh, I'm I am studying finance.
Okay, I study finance as well. It's quite the coincidence. Okay, so how long have you studied English for?
Um, Again, sorry. What I am studying English for?
Yeah, how long?
Uh,
How many years?
or how many years? Okay. I've studying English since primary school, I guess. Like
Okay.
the sixth grade.
Okay. So a while,
Yeah.
probably close.
12 years.
12 years. Okay. Okay. So over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years.
So in your 10 years of study, how do you usually study? What kind of like ways?
I study English from textbook when I was
Yeah.
beginner,
Hmm.
and I will study from the movie and
Yeah.
the English books as well, other English books, since I could read more English. And then now I just only watch the English news sometimes to keep my English sense something.
Okay. Okay. So when you first started, it was like textbooks and stuff, and then more like then you moved into more like movies, TV
Yeah,
shows, and now news a lot.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So in your course of studying English, do you find that there's any particular way or any method or any kind of secret to learning English that's very effective?
I think to do more listening practice will help English a lot. Like, how to say, just when you listen to the English uh, tape,
Yeah.
and then you write the English words or tenses down
Okay.
to practice your listening skill. It will help your English very well. Cause like you would remember more English words and remember more about how to pronounce the English and how to say a English sense something.
Okay. So you listen and you write at the same time, and it kind of is good at reinforcing kind of what you learn. I
Yeah.
guess you could say.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, when you learn English, what do you think is the most difficult part?
The most difficult part.
Hmm.
Actually, I know very interesting in English at very beginning because it's very hard. It's
Yeah.
totally different language for me
Yeah.
because I just very get used to when I see a words, I can just saw it and I could recognize it. But
Yeah.
English it doesn't look like that. You have
Yeah. Yeah.
to read or pronounce it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the difficult part. I mean, the pronunciation or the spell.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Like I know. At least for me, like, because I studied Chinese, like Chinese characters, they all have like pinyin, right? And you can check the dictionary, and it says what the pinyin is, and it says like the tone as well, and you know.
Yeah.
But with English words, you look at them and you can like kind of pronounce them, but you have to really listen to know
Yeah.
how they're pronounced because
Yeah.
all the pronunciation is different for every word. So if I ever see a new word in English, I have to go online and I have to listen to how they say it
Yeah.
because you can't just look at it. And then also a nicer thing with Chinese characters is that they all have like they have meaning
Yeah.
and like different like things put together. Like you just kind of
Yes.
put the meaning together and it makes sense. English, it's not like that, especially with like medical terms and stuff like that. You know, like advanced things. So okay. So for the last question, let me see. 放哪儿的手机呢？没，啊，有。啊，我这边还有7个问题，然后就是关于英语之外的一些话题。然后你看看你觉得哪个比较有意思？对，这个，你觉得哪个比较有意思？我就问你哪个。
都行，我觉得都可以，你就挑一个吧。
行。嗯，OK。 侏罗纪那个，
侏罗纪，哦，我没有看过侏罗纪公园，
那个不需要你看，就是有恐龙的那个年代
我没有看到那个问题是什么。
，Jurassic period。把现代人丢到侏罗纪时代，能活多久？
这个用英
你
文
不是你不
说有点难。
你不是说都行吗？
对，但是这个用英文说有点难。
对，我就挑了一个没有人就别人还没有挑过的，
行，我想一想。
选别的也行。
都行吧。侏罗纪怎么说
Jurassic
？Jurassic
period。
period. Jurassic period.
All right. Okay, so and for the last question, not pertaining to English, if you were to take a person from modern times and put them in the Jurassic period, how long do you think they could survive for?
I think one day, because you cannot play cell phone or something. It's just like no internet, no
Yeah.
cell phone, and you just have to work on yourself. And one day, probably.
So you think they would not be able to survive because of no cell phone,
Yeah.
not because of dinosaurs?
No, maybe.
The dinosaurs are okay, but you have to have the cell phone.
If you could run faster than the dinosaurs, then you will live longer than one day. I
Yeah,
think.
that's true. That's true. But to not have a cell phone is just too boring.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. So that's it for the interview. Thank you for
okay.
participating and
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. 哦，我可以。